Why, hello there, one and all. How are we all doing? We all doing good? Hopefully. So, today, or rather tonight, is a little special something that we're going to be doing. This is a little retake because I was not happy about the first one. The first one was very, very scuffed. We will see if this is less scuffed. So, you may be wondering, what is this background? What are we doing today? Well, today, we are going to be doing a little debut. Wow! So before we do anything, how about we take a look at the model, huh? Huh? Do a little tease? A little tease? Just a little tease? Like, oh! It's hose. It's hose. Isn't that exciting? I'm sure you people like hose, right? You hose fanatics, you're getting off a lot of stuff right here. Oh, we're starting to get feet. Wow. And when you look at it right now, it looks like hooves. it honestly looks like hooves. Huh. It's like I'm a goat. Oh no, I'm a goat man. But if we keep going, they still look like hooves. They still look like, they still look like feet. They are feet. We upgraded from hose to feet. Oh man. Feet people are living happy now. So we keep going. Very fancy, fancy design on the, feet. Right? Hey, I can move my feet by looking around. Ooh. Moving up, we have sins. Sins? Those are sins, right? Yes. We're getting a little bit more elaborate with the design here. Very fancy looking feet. And if we keep going, let's go a little bit more. Look at how fancy these look. They'll keep your legs warm. But you know what would suck? Having water in your boots. Or sand. You know, having sand in your boots might also suck a little bit. Just saying. I don't think you want sand in your boots. Ask a certain clown. A certain clown will tell you how much he hates sand. Moving down. Oh! What's that? What is this pointy little object? Or objects? I don't know, but you can see the rest of the leg wear. Are they boots? Are they greaves? Greaves are boots. Right? Greaves are boots, I think. Perhaps? Maybe? And then moving on. Oh, you can see something like a buckle. And you can see the little knee design here. It's kind of neat. A little dragon design on the knees. It's like, ooh, fancy. Very fancy. Very neat. Ha ha. That's a good one. And you can see the inside of what looks like a coat, perhaps. Oh. We have what looks like belt buckles. We have what looks like 4 belt buckles. Or maybe it's just 2, I don't know. But you can see more of the leg wear. I think that's leg wear. Is that leg wear? I think it is. Kind of like a Final Fantasy character over here, huh? With the belts. Nah, not enough belts. Not enough belts. Moving. Oh my goodness, there are hands? I have hands? Hand people, rise up. Now is your time. Enjoy your hands. Ooh. And we get to see more of the coat. Which very green. Very red on the inside. I wonder if you could grab part of the knee, which look like rings. Are they rings? Are you rings? I don't know. They might be. I don't have 7 rings in hand, but I got 2 rings on the knee. Oh, moving a little bit more. We can see a little bit of the mid-torso. We can see, I don't know what that is. That's not a loincloth. I don't know what to call that part. They're like knockers. Ding, ding, ding. Anyone home? Yes. Up above. And I love the little gauntlet design. Because I love how they have the little dragon emblazed on the gauntlet. But you also have this dragon ornament on the gauntlet. You could kind of use it as like a form of a sword catcher, right? If you know what I mean. Just be like, I'm gonna catch your sword with this. I mean, you could. You very well could. I don't know how viable of a strategy that would be, but I mean, I probably would never do that. Also, look at the fingers. Look at my fingers. Look at how... It's kind of hard for me to see. But you can see it. You can see it. Like, if I scroll in, look at the details of the fingers. Not the details of the crotch, okay? We're not looking there. We're looking over here at the hand. Anyways, now that we're looking at the right thing, yes, look respectfully. Please. Oh. I see a chest. Or something like a shirt. Yeah, chest people looking good tonight. And naked soldier? Uh-oh. I have nothing on the shoulder? Oh my. How crazy is that? Who goes around with naked soldiers, hmm? Anyway, shall we keep going? We're going up the shoulder. Okay, so maybe it's just part of the arm that's naked. Also, look at how neat that dragon tattoo is over there. Look at it. It's all dark, dragony, and stuff. Dark dragony, really. And then I have this little, I don't know what to call this. Like, it's like an ascot or something. It's like a little high thing down here. You know, down there. I mean, I don't know what else to call it. And look at the detail of the coat. The mid-section of the coat. It's very bouncy coat. Look at this coat bounce. Very bouncy. And if we move further up, oh, look at this collar. Look at this collar. Is this collar like so aristocratical? I don't even think that's a word. Aristocratical? I don't know what to call it. It's a very big collar. And it's a very bouncy collar, too. I like how bouncy it is. It looks like a very warm coat. You put this coat on and you are warm. Well, most of me is warm. Yes, aristocratic. Thank you. Aristocratic. I don't even remember what I said now. And, you know what? Hello. How are we all doing? Wow, it's a me! How are we doing? You can see the little spiky hair of mine. Hello, me. I'm you. Hi, you. I'm me. But, yeah. Very spiky hair I have. It's very spiky. And, you can see I have a couple other things on the side of my head. What could those be, I wonder? Could they possibly be horns? Why, yes, they are horns. They are, in fact, horns. Give me just a second. I hit the wrong thing. No. There we go. So, you can also see I have very pointy ears. I could probably poke someone's eyes out with these ears. Wouldn't that be the same? Oh. Just poke someone's eyes out with my ears. Just be like, ear poke. And a little headband, because, you know, that's something I like, are these little headbands. I actually had one somewhere. I don't know where it went. It got lost at time. It's somewhere in the void of time. Get the void of time? Lost in the void of time. So how are we all doing here? I am your local Voidseer, Genomic Ostrola. How do you do? So what do you guys think? What do you think? Look good to you? I think it looks fantastic. I am feeling great. I've been wanting to do this for a while. For a few months, actually, I was thinking about this, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll give it a try and see how it works. Maybe it'll be something interesting to add to the streams, because it's mostly going to be for the streams. And you know what? I went for it. And here we are now. So before we go into anything else, how about I show you some of these, expressions. That's the word. Yes, expressions. I am very good at talking. So, what we have here is, this is how I normally look, right? Right? What if I said, oh, did you just grab me? Did you? You just grabbed me, didn't you? Why did you grab me? You know how that makes me feel. Ah! So we have the angry face. You might see this a lot, you might not. It's a very nice expression, though. I mean, normally I can look angry just looking like this, but, I mean, yeah, no. And then we have, what do we have next? I'm happy! Look at how happy I am. I'm so happy. I just realized I do have a couple things. So happy! What am I happy about? I actually don't know. We might see that here and there. We might see that. This one, we might also see in, some things, you know? Like, oh no. What do you mean? I tried and it just, it wasn't enough. How can this be? I it, no! It's over. It's over. It's it's over. Oh no, it's over. Ah, and then if I didn't look surprised enough, I mean, wow! Did I really just do that? I really just beat the Dragon Lord on my 4th try? I knew I could do it. Wowie! I I I beat this boss under level in 5 hours? I'm surprised that I didn't get a overpowered weapon for someone that's not Carver? Wow, it's for someone that I can use, but I can't? I still hate you, Carver. You ruined everything, Carver. Everything. And that's all the expressions, but I do have a couple other things. Where are they? Right here! Like this, which I need to fix. Still. I don't know what I did. Either I did something or something broke. But the box is being affected by time and space right now. We don't talk about that. Anywho, hey guys, hey, you want to open the box? Open the box, please. Please. There might be stuff in the box. There might be stuff inside the box. There might be, for you guys out there, there might be ladies inside. And for you ladies, there might be hot dudes in there. Hot dudes. No? Okay, you know what? We're gonna put this box away. We're gonna put the box away. No box for you. Pandora would not like box open right now. I mean, she probably would. But you see, I'm the one that's keeping halves on the box right now. So Pandora would open it. That's why I'm keeping the hold of it. We can't let Pandora have it. Pandora is a little bit irresponsible sometimes. Just a little irresponsible. I mean, you know how many times I go to a place and it's all destroyed? Because Pandora's just like, ha! Ah, you know what's funny? What will happen if I open the box here? Pandora, please, I'll keep a hold of the box. And You know what's nice about being a Voidseer? I could just make things come to me like, hey look, the box is now here. The box is gone. And now my sword is here. Wow, look at this sword. You can't really see it because, it's kinda over there, but wow. It's a very, very long blade. Very long blade. I can't really hold it right now, it's too far back on me, but it's there. For whenever I need it. And when am I gonna need it? I don't know. You know? Go back to void with you. Back to void with you. And, lastly, you may have noticed my eye here, right? Did you notice the eye? Have you noticed the eye yet? No? Just the right leaf. Just the right leaf for veggies. Yes, the right leaf for veggies. He's not sure, people. He doesn't know if he can see the eye. What does that hint to? I don't know. I don't know what it hints to. Do you want to fight? I like fighting. Fighting's fun. Fighting can be fun. Herachromia? Herachromia? I do not have herachromia. That is a very special eye. It belongs to a very special someone. Who? We don't talk about that one. We do not talk about that old bag of bones. The amount of time that I've beaten up that bag of bones is insurmountable. Alright? That old fossil has caused so much trouble for everyone, myself included. No, we don't talk about him. And that's all of the model that I have to show right now. What do you guys think? What do you think? Great? Good? Awesome? I think the people that did the model and animation did a wonderful job. The person who did my model was Ryrie, which you can find over at Twitter. Ryrie did a very, very great job with this. I cannot imagine how much time it takes to actually model stuff. Like, I think about it and it's like, that is a lot of model. It is a lot of model, not gonna lie. The rigging was done by, Sophiel, and the rigging took quite some time to do. And they did a great job with the rigging, like, an amazing job. It is so good. So good. Give me just a second, if you will. 1 second, if you will. Alright. I need to show something real quick. Probably. I can imagine it took quite a bit of time, so, give me just a second, if you will. I gotta find this so you guys can see this. Where are you hiding? Stop hiding. So, there it is. So, I'm gonna show this right over here, if I can. Let me make sure that things are good. No, I want to check this. So, we have... that is too big. That is way too big. Why is that so big? You are going to go to... Where is it? I just saw it. Come here. You come here. Yeah! There is the original concept art of this. Look at concept art. No, go away. So that is what this model is based off of. And this concept art was done by Alan SM. Big ol' thank you to Alan who did this for me. It's very close to the original, while at the same time also being its own take on the original. So you can also see how the sword looks naturally. Give me just a second, and I will show you another one. Yes, I actually have another one. And you guys will probably get a yuck out of this one. Alright, so there's that one. And now it's time for the yuck. You ready for the yuck? Wow! It's an alternative person. But he has a gold facial hair. I had to request something like this for the old version of this image. But it had to be done. It had to be done. Alright, we don't need you anymore. Alternative. Yes, alternative. Amazing pun. Very amazing. Alright, so, I don't need that. We can make that go away. So that's all of the models. That's, and the background that I am currently using right now, I found this, is from DOTNN, also on, where I will link to the modeler, rigger, and the, background artists here in, the YouTube description, so you guys can check them out. All great people. And with that said, let's see, anything that you guys would like to know about the old Voidseer, Sonomic Australia here, while we're here? Any current questions that I can take up? For those who are wondering, by the way, while I'm waiting, the type of games that I tend to play are fighting games. Right now, I don't play fighting games as much, but I do play, Guilty Gear XR the most out of all the fighting games. I play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate a little bit, not as much as I used to. I did play Soku, and I might play some, Street Fighter 6 at, some point. So look forward to Street Fighter 6. That's gonna be a thing. I do main, in Smash. I main Zelda originally. And in Guilty Gear XR, I main some Dizzy, with a little bit of Elfelt and a little bit of Johnny. But my Johnny's not that good. Elfelt's okay, and Gissy's is okay. Don't let the people. Do not let people think that I am that great. I do not think I am that great. People will say I'm cracked. I am not cracked. I am not cracked. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Well, that's because my Johnny is far worse than my Goosey. I don't know all of Johnny's dumb stuff. And he does have a lot of dumb things. I also play platformers. I play all the Mario games. Well, there's a couple Mario games I have not done. I played most of the Mega Man games. Does Castlevania count as a platformer? What is Castlevania? Okay. I played most of the Castlevanias. I cannot think of any other platformers. I've done Sonic Hey, yes. I've done things like Rabbit Rippy, New Super Mario Land, etc., etc. I have played a bunch of action type games like the East games. I think you could consider those action. They're like action RPG. Kingdom Hearts. I've done almost all of the Kingdom Hearts, if you consider those action RPG. Legend of Zelda. I've done a good chunk of that. You know what I forgot about platformers? Donkey Kong. I've done a decent amount of Donkey Kong for platformers. And I've done some beat-em-ups like Final Fight, Streets of Rage, not too many beat-em-ups though. Donkey Kong 64. Somebody wants me to suffer very hard. We'll see whenever we get Donkey Kong 64. I do not really play that many FPS games. Doom is the only one I have played for the channel. And, Resident Evil 4, I guess, is like... I don't know if you could consider Resident Evil 4 a... It's not FPS, but like... What do we count Resident Evil 4 as? You shoot in like... second person. And, oh, why, hello there. Hello there, Omega Black. Action Adventure. Do we really consider Resident Evil 4 Action Adventure? I mean, it's a horror game, but Action Adventure? I don't know about that. I do not play sports games. I play very few racing games. I think the only racing games I've done are Mario Kart and Chocobo Racing. I used to do shoot-em-ups, like ho-ho games, but, there's a reason why I don't play ho-ho shoot-em-ups anymore. I'm looking at you, Yukari, and Byakurin. I'm looking at you! Anywho, I also don't really play puzzle games. Have I ever played a single puzzle game for the channel? I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever played a single puzzle game. I don't think I've ever played a single puzzle game. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here. I am going to look at this. And let me look at what I've done with the channel. I have done a lot of fighting games. A lot of platformers. Oh, for RPGs. I've done a lot of RPGs. Right. I forgot about that. I have done most of the Final Fantasies. I've done a decent amount of the Tales games. Almost all of the Breath of Fires. I've done Valkyrie Profile. I've only done Dragon Quest 11. At some point, I will do other Dragon Quest, but I don't know what that's gonna be. I've done some Muso games, like Age of Calamity, Hyrule Warriors. I did do Fate at Stella Link, but, we don't talk about Fate at Stella Link because of, yeah. YouTube and Twitch were, very against that game. Very against. Oh yeah, I did do Chrono Trigger. And Destraga. I forgot I did Destraga and Urheis. I don't know if I'm gonna do Fate CCC Extra. I don't even know if that's doable. Boom. All the Fate, oh my god. You know what I forgot I did for the fighting games? I did all the Street Fighters, all the Fatal Furies, all the King of Fighters, and almost all the Samurai Showdown. How could I forget? Oh my goodness, I forgot I did all of that. Oh! And another thing that I might do more of is, Orochi? Orochi wasn't even a problem, my dude. It was Magaki and Ignis that were the problems. I need to do some more SRPGs, like, Fire Emblem. I don't know how well Fire Emblem will work on, stream formats, but I do need to do more Fire Emblem. And I will be doing, like, Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Advance 2. At some point. At some point. I might do them. But here's the thing. Do they do them without resetting? Because I tend to reset a lot whenever I lose someone. Because I hate losing people. You know what else I forgot I did? I did almost all the Guilty Gears too. And I did a good chunk of Kirby. I forgot I did a good chunk of Kirby. I did almost all the Metal Slugs. I did a decent amount of Metroid. I forgot about the Metroid games, honestly. I did some Sonic. I did some Soul Calibur. Some Star Fox. That's a lot of Mario. I did almost all the Smash games. I have not done Smash 4 because I don't know how I'm going to do Smash 4. Smash 4 is going to be a nightmare. I did Hatsunoko vs. Capcom. I forgot that game. Yeah, that's basically all that I've done for the channel so far. So I've done a decent amount. Yeah, one game Metal Slug 7. Whenever I stream, I tend to stream in a alternative pattern. So I'll do one day I will do long games, which are games that are usually 10 streams or longer. That's usually RPGs, like, usually Final Fantasy games, Tales of, Muso games, things of that nature. It depends on the game, and if I think it'll take that long. And then I'll do a short game stream the next day. Usually games that are like 1-4 streams, usually like a Mario game or Mega Man game, Zelda, Kirby, those type of games. Fire Emblem games would go under the long game stream, so there is that. And then I'll alternate between short, long, short, long. Every now and then I may do a shot scan, where it might be me just talking about random stuff, or I might do a tier list. I might, and I don't know how this will work. I thought about doing a karaoke stream, but A, I don't know how that works on Twitch. B, I don't know how that works on YouTube. And C, I don't think my voice is that good. Some people might think my voice is okay, but I don't think my voice is that good. Now, I'm not going to do any, like, voice samples right now, because that requires me to be in the mood and zone, but, I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Every now and then, I might also do something like a tutorial stream, like, I might show how things are done in RPG Maker 2003 or MD. I might show how to use a character in a fighting game. I might show how to do combos or little setups. Like, I might show how to do, like, in Smash, I might show how to do Zelda's teleport cancel. To my knowledge. Or I might show how to do, like, Tiger Knee Dragon Punch in Guild Gear, because you can do that in Guild Gear. You can like how with Gizzy, you can do Tiger Knee Bubble. You can do Tiger Knee DPs, and sometimes those are Can I show how to do a 360 no scope in FF5? I sure could. I just need to unlock a Cannoneer class first. Does anyone have a gunner? I don't think there's a gunner class in FF5. There really should be. I should do a Final Fantasy Pixel remaster at some point, maybe. Not a ghost, anything but a ghost. Ooh, it's a ghost. It's a ghost. Oh yeah? You know what I have for ghost? I have a sword. Come at me, bro. I have a sword. I have a sword. Anywho, that is how I usually handle streams. Me, I am the Voidseer, and I am willing to take any questions that you guys may have. Any questions for the Voidseer here? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Do these things look like they hurt? Huh? Huh? My fangs ain't that sharp. Come on now. Come on. Any questions? Anyone have anything at all? Just a little bit. It's not like I sharpen them or anything. I mean, they're just... Ow. I just poked my tooth. Okay, it is a little sharp. I'm sorry. I lied. That thing is a little sharp. It might puncture you a little bit. Am I gonna actually stick to the schedule? What schedule? The short stream, long stream? I mean, I've been doing that even before that now. When I actually start using this model will be on the next short game stream. I am not going to be using this on the current game, which is Dragon Quest Heroes 2, because there's no reason for me to use it at the end of that game. But it will be on the next long game. What's the next long game? I don't know, actually. I have to take a look at my schedule and see what I have. Oh, I know what's going to be the next game, and it's going to surprise people. I actually forgot I bought it. I bought it so many months ago, and I forgot I had it. Oops. No! Plumbers don't wear highs. I mean, you're not wrong. Pokemon TCG. You know, I've never played a single Pokemon game, ever. I don't know if I really want to play a Pokemon game, though, but, the only, card game I've played is Digimon Card Battle, and a couple Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, which is, Duelist of the Roses, which I would like to play that game. It's a great game. I like Duelist of the Roses. And, Forbidden Memories. And we don't talk about Forbidden Memories. We don't talk about that game. No. No. Pokemon Quartz? That sounds like, that sounds like a bootleg game. It sounds like a bootleg. I don't know about playing that. And yes, Forbidden Memories is pain. I do have it on my to-do list, but forewarning, when I play that game, I will be using cheats. That's how bad that game is. The only game where I will actively, at the start of the stream, tell you I am using cheats. Because that game is so bad. It's so bad. And you will see how bad it is when we get to it. When we get to it. Any other questions? I have time for more questions. They normally save Skunk the starter deck. Ew. That's awful. I remember the best monster you could get early on is like the curry box. And then, the opponent just starts summoning, dark magicians and blue eyes and stuff, like, on the second opponent or something. And it's like, bruh, I have to use the curry box. And you're just summoning dark magicians? Ew. Disgusting. What was I going to say? What goals do I have for the channel? Great question. Thank you for reminding me. So, my main goal, aside from entertaining, is to, try to help as much as I can while playing games. Like, if it's a game that I know, which, for example, the next short game that I know is a game that I played a lot in my youth. They changed it up a little bit, but it's mostly the same game. That is a game that I am going to try to help people with. Well, talking about my past experience with the original. So, that's the thing I want to do. I know I don't do that very often because a lot of the games that I can't play anymore are games that I've never played. But, if I ever go back to any games like, say, if I do Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, I will try to do that there. Because I do like to try to help with videos. When I originally started on YouTube 14 years ago, that was a goal of mine. I started with Ho-Ho videos, and then I moved to like Final Fantasy videos, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to help with showing how to do things. And one of the goals I did back then was compile, do compilations of like, here's all the spells in FF7. Here's all the command materia. Here's all the summon areas, all the items, limit breaks, etc., etc. And cool little things you can do. Glitches I did. Nowadays, it's kind of hard to show glitches because of me playing the games that I play. But you know, those are kind of what I aim for. In regards to games that I don't know where I cannot do that, I try to aim for as good of a time as I can with the chat. I like talking to the chat. It's kind of hard for me to actually stream games, or not stream games, but play games on my own. Because it's just like, you know, I'm playing a game by myself. It doesn't have the same kind of impact as streaming it. Even if nobody's watching, it just feels better to stream it and get it out there. Because what if there is something cool happening and I miss out showing that to people that may potentially watch it, right? Like with East 8, there were some really crazy moments I had, and it's like, man, this would have felt not as interesting if I didn't stream it. And there was some other crazy moment. Fighting games. Like, you guys saw how crazy some of the moments I had in fighting games were. Like, wow, I cannot believe I managed to beat this thing the way I did. I managed to come up with solutions to some of the stuff. Like with Orochi. Orochi was one of the ones I came up with a solution for, where it's like, you can just sweep Orochi to death. And with Mai, you can do it so easily with Mai. With Aohai and King of Fighters 11, same thing, you can just sweep Aohai to death. Ignis, if you don't get hit by a DP, you can just cross him up and cause him a whip. Things like that. And I didn't know that at the time. Those were things I came up with on my own. I think there were like matches. Like, I know that when me and Hate play Guilty Gear a lot, and Hate probably is going to disagree with me, don't disagree with me. I know what you did, and some of it was great stuff. Like, legitimately, some of the stuff you did was actually pretty good. There was a time where you were playing Bedman, and I went to gamma ray you from across the screen, and you dashed underneath it. You went underneath the first ray, you went underneath the second ray, and had you have done the air gas or air hover thing that Bedman does, you could have gotten me at that moment. And I was impressed because I'm like, wow, he actually went underneath my gamma ray. And there were some other instances, like with, I want to say it was with Kai, where you had a couple really good stuff with Kai going on. And I still think you could be great with Kai. I think Kai's your character. We're not going to talk about we're not gonna talk about, like, Elfelt, because my Elfelt's kind of dumb. My Elfelt is just cheesy, and Elfelt herself is cheesy, but, there was also a couple things with Johnny that you did pretty good against. I can't remember what they are, but I also cheesed with Johnny, I'm not gonna lie. Johnny is a cheese meister. I think there was a couple things with Dizzy that you did really good. I don't remember what they were though, because it's been a while. And, I remember when me and Melty played, it was real early on, and I remember Melty getting some really good bro combos. Like, granted, I still hate bros. I will forever hate bros, don't get me wrong. But, like, there was some really good bro combos he was getting, and, so overall, good baits that I remember. Now, granted, this was also in the early days, so, yeah, you were doing good with command grabs from Raven. I also was doing bad at countering them. Because it's honestly hard as hell when Raven command grabs are gonna happen. And you were doing okay with Faust until I learned how to counter the doors. And then, everything fell apart. Because, I got annoyed enough at the doors that I sat there and learned how to counter them. um, but yeah, like, there's some really good moments, if not from me, from the opponent. And the thing I try to do when I upload clips, and I know there's a lot of clips where this doesn't seem true, but I do try to upload clips where there might be a clip of me doing something insanely good, but the next clip will be something of the opponent doing something insanely good. Now, I know that didn't seem like the case in Guilty Gear because of how much I clipped stuff from Guilty Gear, but I did try to do that. In Smash, I tried to do that too. I did that back in Soku, where I would clip matches where I would win, and I would clip matches where the opponent won. Because I like to keep it balanced. I don't want to show it where one side is winning all the time, like dominating, and I don't want to show where the other side is dominating all the time. There's gotta be a balance, There's gotta be a balance in that chaos. There's gotta be order in that void. But I will admit the Guilty Gear clips, I didn't really clip it that way. I look at all the clips I have for Guilty Gear, and I kind of feel bad because a lot of the clips I have do seem kind of one-sided, but I do apologize to anyone that feels like I was picking on them with the Guilty Gear clips. That was not my intention. There was just a lot of stuff that I did that I felt was kind of amazing at the time, and a lot of stuff that I felt like I got away with. So yeah, I probably could have clipped those better. So my apologies on that. Any other goals I have? I do try to clip funny moments from games, which go to a highlight and clip playlist on YouTube. On Twitch, I tend to clip it there and pour it over. If anyone ever spots a hilarious moment, feel free to clip it, because I'm sure there are quite a lot of clips. I mean, I also started to get annoyed with Guilty Gear. That's kind of why I stopped playing. I haven't played since you stopped, by the way, because I know if I played other people, I played a couple people afterwards, and it's just like, I don't know, man. It doesn't have the same feeling as playing someone that I played for a year, but you know. Other goals for channel before I lose my train of thought. Again, I do kind of want to branch out, but I don't know how I'm going to branch out. Uh, Before I started with this model, I was doing the sock scan, which, for those who don't know, that's a hawk stream. And I was doing hawk streams. I was doing a hairless. I might do more of those in the future using this model. I might do a sock scan later. I don't know of what, but I might. I don't know if karaoke streams are in the future because I don't know if I don't know how that's gonna happen. Anything else? Any other goals? A thing that I would like to do, and this is a goal I have, but I never act upon, because I'm a very shy person. Anyone that knows me knows that I am not a very talkative person, and I am, in fact, a shy person. Is I would like to do collabs with other people. What kind of collabs? I don't know. I really, really don't know because I don't really play a whole lot of multiplayer games. Like, if I look at my list of games that I have played, that I've beaten over my lifetime, most of the collab games are fighting games and Mario games, and I really don't have very many collab games at all. Like, I see like hardly any collabs. And like I don't really play a lot of the hyper games that other people play. Like, I watch the people in Hololive play Lethal Company and Fall Guys and stuff like that, and those are games that I don't actually particularly play, like, at all. So yeah, I would like to collab with people, but I don't know with what. Like, I may have to figure out what to do with that. Hmm. You might see me do fighting game streams, but it might be without the model. Because whenever I do fighting game stuff, I usually don't talk. It's for my own benefit because, A, it distracts me when I'm talking. B, I don't know if people need to be seeing this model while a fighting game's going on because the main attraction is the fight. And C, anyone that knows me with fighting games, um, anyone that knows me with fighting games knows how I get with fighting games. It is a thing I've been working on, but it's a bit of a problem. Let's just say I'm still working on it. Will it be fixed? Probably not, but it's better than it used to be. Isn't that right, Melty and Hate? Isn't that right? Uh, yeah. Do we dare talk about the Smash days? Do we talk about the Soku days? Do we talk about how I used to be with Hisoku? Yeah, we don't talk about Soku. Um, the Mugen days? Was I angry? during the Mugen days, I didn't really do a whole lot about Mugen. I was in the Mugen community for a bit, but I didn't do a whole lot there. I did play Mugen a little bit, but I didn't really play it, like, seriously. Hilariously, the funny thing is, one of the characters that I played a lot in Mugen was Dizzy. I, we don't bring those up about that. We don't bring those up. Those never existed. Yeah. But in regards to Mugen related stuff, I did try to, I think I did do some Mugen videos. I did some fight videos for, I did a Ho-Ho series. I tried to do different Ho-Ho characters per video. I think I got around 50 videos. I remember fighting Yugen with Mima, and I beat Yugen with Mima. And I remember fighting Sinky with Byakuran. That one took a few tries. But yeah, it was mostly Mugen stuff, or not Mugen stuff. Ho-Ho stuff I dealt with. I don't know if I will ever do this on the stream. Here's another thing I used to do. I did do some spriting for the stream a long time ago. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. But, it took, I took some time in order to do this over, like, a few months, actually. Do I have it? I better have it. That's not it. It was like this one, I think. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. Is it this? I don't think it is. I think it's over here. It's over here somewhere. Is that it? I believe that might be it right there. No, that's not it. Where did it go? Where did I put it? Oh no. Hold on. I'm looking for it. Please wait patiently. I am looking for it. Because it's a sprite that I am very proud of. Is it this one? It was this one. Give me just a second. Where'd you go? No, come back. It was that one. It was in fact that one. So, I did this right here. You can see this. This was what I worked on for like 2 months or something, 3 months in Paint. I use default Paint for this, so yeah. And I like how this turned out. I used to do a lot of spriting. Well, I did some spriting back in the day, but this is probably the best one I did. I did have some help with this sprite. Yes, MS Paint helps a lot in regards to pixels. But I did have a lot of help with the sprite. I had this. The pose was done for me because the pose was hard. The face was done for me. I did the clothes for the most part. The roses were helped with. I tried to do the saving myself. But overall, I think this turned out really well. It is my favorite of the sprites that I've done, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, you know? You know. I was gonna do another sprite. For those who don't know, I was gonna do Lammy next. It was either gonna be Lammy or Mume. I think I was gonna do next. But I never got around to it because motivation, man. Motivation is difficult. Motivation is so hard. And then I got into RPG Maker again. So that's where all my time went to, is RPG Maker MD. Any other questions? Do we have any other questions? At some point, I'm going to do a stream of like old RPG makers or something. Why? I don't know. Just to see what they look like. Other things I'm into besides games. Honestly, I don't really do a whole lot outside of gaming. If I'm not streaming, I don't really play games very much. I tend to listen to music. I watch Hololive people stream. I work on RPG Maker. And that's really all I do. Most of my time is spent RPG Maker, Hololive watching, and streaming. I'm a very, very boring person, in my opinion. That's what I think, anyways. Um, I haven't listened to very much music lately, though. Some of the music I used to listen to was like country, but I haven't listened to country music in forever. Um, I do listen to like game music, like Guilty Gear music. I listen to some Grand Blue music lately. Some of that's great. Final Fantasy music's good. In terms of actual music, um, a little bit of like light rock, you know. I do like my jazz. I like my blues. You know, jazz, classic rock, blues, light rock. I like all that stuff. I don't listen to the new stuff anymore though. I haven't listened to the radio in like 15 years. And my radio's right up there. My radio has not changed in like 20 years. Give me just a second, guys. Give me a second. Alright, just a quick little interruption there. Alright, so, Yeah, some of the music. What do I listen to? What do I have? I've been listening to a lot of my own game music, but I mean that's to be expected. I have like 3 Guilty Gear soundtracks open on my food bar. um, oh yeah, Project Cross Zone that has good music. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. A lot of game music here. I got some Mario Kart, some Marvel vs. Capcom 1 music, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Star Ocean music. I forgot I had some of that. A lot of Street Fighter music. I don't have that many Hales music, honestly, which is weird. And I have like one East song for some reason. Dragon Ball music. You know, Dragon Ball music is so good. I thought of trying to do some Dragon Ball games for the channel, but the problem is copyrights. Digimon music. Oh look, some Breaking Benjamin. Breaking Benjamin, Three Doors Down, Foo Fighters, Nickelback, Papa Roach, Green Day, Crossfade. A couple. No, I only have one link. No, 2 Linkin Parks. And some Rocky music. You gotta have some Rocky music. Ain't nothing wrong with Rocky. So there's the music. I used to do art, but art is kind of hard for me to do nowadays. I don't do digital art. I used to do like paper and pencil art, but I haven't drawn anything in like ages. When I was a little boyling, I used to draw. And I used to draw Digimon a lot. A lot of Digimon. Because, you know, I was one of those types that could draw what I see. I look at something and I drew it. It's kind of like trace art, but you're not like tracing over the thing, you're using your eyeball. And, I wonder if I have some of that. I think I actually do have some of this. Do I have some of my old stuff? I'm curious now. Where is it? Do I have some of my stuff? Oh my god, I have some of my stuff. I can't believe it. But we're not going to look at that because they're kind of scuffed. They're very scuffy. Very, very scuffy. Anything else? I used to do story writing. For those of you who are wondering, hey, when you get Ho-Ho Fantasy, how can you do the story? How is your story this good? I don't know if people actually think the story is good. I think there's some problems with it. It's because, I used to do story writing when I was a young lad. I used to write a lot of stories. And I still have some of them somewhere, I think. It might be old and crusty, though. By the way, Sonomic, me, that's me, by the way. Handsome little devil I am. I am not a devil. Do not confuse me for a devil. I'm also not a do not confuse me for a dragoneer. I am not a dragon. I am not a dragon. You cannot prove it. Dragon on, anyways. But But yeah, a lot of my storytelling comes from old stories that I used to do. So that's how I'm able to just visualize scenarios, try to visualize how characters will act, except, etc., etc. No, I am not a dragon. I am a Voidseer. A Voidseer is completely different from a dragon. Do you not understand? I am appalled by you thinking I am a dragon. How could you? Alright, anything else? Have I done? I used to work out. That was the thing I used to do about 4 times a week. That dragon. But I. Wait, I'm not a dragon. Wait a minute, I'm not a dragon. What am I? I'm not sad. Mm-mm. Definitely not relate to anyone. Mm-mm. I am the Voidseer, the expert of experts. The master of disaster. That is me. Oh. Because sometimes I can be very disastrous. When I used to work out, I used to work out like 4 times. We are not gonna look that up. Mm-mm. No, no. I used to be able to lift pretty decently for a fella like me. You know? A little fella like me. You see, we used to be able to go to the gym all the time. Meet up with the blokes there. Lift some dead weights. I don't do dead weights, by the way. Dead weights was never a thing I did. I don't know where that accent came from. I like how people think that, to this day, people think that I'm British or Australian. I'll leave that to your imagination, what you think I am. Anywho, any more questions? Any questions at all? I actually don't have, what was I going to say? I forgot. Oh, right. I used to try to do, voice impressions, but, I don't think I'm very good with, voice impressions. Secret Italian. What do you mean, secret Italian? What do you mean, a secret Italian? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna beat you in the shin with a baseball bat. What are you gonna do about it? Oh wait, I don't need a baseball bat. I can just summon my plague and just use plague and beat you with plague. It's just gonna hurt a little bit. Yes. That probably hurt some people's ears. I don't know, some people think I could do a good Mario voice, but I don't think it's that great. I can hit a higher. I can hit various tones. We are a rambling man. I can hit the low tone. I can hit real low. This is about as low as I can go. If I go any lower, it starts putting a little pressure on my throat, you know. And if I try to keep talking like this, it's kind of hard to do. I don't know if it sounds any better than how I normally talk, but you know. I can hit the low notes, and I can hit the high notes, just like that, on a whim. So yeah, I can kind of just go between high, low, depending on what's going on. Any more questions? We got any more questions? I am looking for the questions. Whoa. I clicked out. No. No. Why did you click out? So you might hear voices like that on the streams here and there. You might also hear me get very upset. Because sometimes games make me very mad. Sometimes I make me very mad. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Sometimes I make myself very mad. Anywho. Anything else? Any other questions? I am here to answer your questions. We can go in whatever world we want. Right? Right? I could go in whatever world I want. I'm Voidseer. And then I go to the wrong world to get my butt handed to me. Sometimes even being the Voidseer doesn't protect you from getting your butt kicked. Sometimes you just wander in the land of gods and you just get demolished. Sometimes you go to an ocean world and you just suffer because you hate water. Look, you throw fire, lightning, wind, throw whatever you want at me. It ain't gonna do much. But throw water? Oh God, water. Help. Help me, water. I hate water. Please. I'm gonna suffer if you throw a bubble at me, man. Like, I'm gonna drown in a bubble. And you know, I can use some high-level magic. But the sad thing about that is, well, I could use something like, hey, for example, I could use Faraga. Wow, I could use Faraga? My spell as strong as a fire spell. My magic's not very strong, even as the Voidseer. But you know what's not strong against fire? Normal people. What's that? You got an army? Oh, the army's hiding in this burnable village? I'm gonna throw a big old fireball and everything's gonna burn. What's that? Oh wow, look at them. I think they're all safe being in their armor. Guess what? I'm gonna zap you all with a giant lightning bolt. But you know, if I try to throw my big old fireball at ice elemental, it's about as effective as a regular fire spell. Look, I could do giant explosions as far as the eye can see. It's about as strong as a fire spell. Okay? If it's an actual thing that's strong against fire or whatnot, it ain't gonna do much. Even giant meteors I can throw. It's not gonna hurt that much. It's not strong. I mean, it's still gonna hurt. I mean, you're getting hit in the face by a giant meteor. It's gonna hurt, okay? It will hurt me, probably. Okay? Giant meteors? And, do I have to say anything about my swordsmanship? I know Iago. Iago? Iago? I can never say it right. And, I know Busigo. Okay, look, I know Busigo's not an actual sword style. If you want to think of, like, what Busigo means, I guess you could think of Mitsurugi from Soul Calibur. Even though that's not Busigo, okay? That's its own fighting style. But hey, I'm good with a sword. I am very good with a sword. Go away. Go back to Void with you. And I mean, I do have this. Right, I forgot. This, thing. Um, it will be fixed at some point, don't worry. But I have this if all else fails. I'm never gonna open it though. I am gonna leave this box to whoever wants to open it. Okay? Okay? If you want to open the box, you can open the box. I am not responsible for what happens if you open the box. Okay? Take it up with Pandora, not me. I am not the owner of the box. Okay? I just keep tabs on it. Alright? Alright. Any other questions? By the way, being a Voidseer means I do have to deal with, the giant overgrown fossil roaming around the void. You have no idea how much I don't want to deal with him. Stupid oversized worm. I have to deal with him all the time. He likes to make fun of me. I have to beat him up every now and then. I don't even know what the score is anymore. I'm pretty sure I'm up some, but I think he might be close. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck? The world will never know. Because you need to lick it to get to the center of that Tootsie Roll. I wonder if anyone even remembers those commercials. Also, you might hear some, as the kids would call it nowadays, boomer stuff. Because I am an ancient being, and you will hear some boomer things. Because, kids nowadays, I listen to Hololive people, and they're like, hey, I start with the N64, and I'm just like, N64? N64? And I'm just like, I'm in despair! What do you mean you starting with the GameCube? You started with the PS4? You don't know what you're missing. Because I am an ancient, and I remember the Atari. Nobody remembers the Atari, but I remember the Atari. I only remember the Atari very vaguely, though. A handy? A handy? Have I ever heard what a handy is? What's a handy? Do I know what a handy is? I don't even know if I know that myself. Ah, okay, I wouldn't know that because my computer knowledge is actually limited because I never had a home computer until, I bought a computer myself. What? What? I also remember those little roll-up, You remember in cars when you had to roll up the windows by handle? I remember those. I remember we didn't have those fancy automated up-down things. I remember the projectors where they would put the paper on top and then put like a little plastic thing on top of those and project it onto the screen. Kids nowadays don't have that. They have these fancy little iPods and laptops and stuff like that. And I hear about this thing called new math, and I'm like, what do you mean new math? What is wrong with the way we were doing math? They do this roundabout way of doing math. I think we still have a car that has one of those roll-up handles, I think. I don't remember, but I think we still have a car like that. What else? I remember Ponderosa. Ponderosa is smorgasbord. Smorgasbord. Man, I missed that place. That was some good stuff there. I remember the Dance Revolution at the mall. That was back when I was fit and could actually do Dance Revolution. I don't think I could do that anymore. That's something you probably won't see me do is like, anything that requires fitness stuff. It's probably not gonna happen. Any other questions? Do we have any other questions from chat? Any other questions? Show me what you got. Give me just a second. I need to do this right here. There we go. No questions? Nobody? No questions for Voidseer? Come on, my acolytes! You mean you have nothing you wish to know? My little acolytes! I don't know if that's what I'm actually going to use, okay? I sometimes go with Chaos Acolytes, I go with Acolytes, go with Voidlings. What does it mean to be a Voidseer? Excellent question. You see, because I'm a Voidseer, I could go wherever I wish within the void without repercussions. I am able to go in whatever world at any given point, at any given time. However, that does not mean I could just go through time. I can't go back through time. I cannot go forward through time. Time is not part of the void. Or is it? Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. It does mean I could go to like the beginning of time and the end of time. I never do. There's never anything there to do. It sucks. It sucks a lot. It's like the most boring places you could go. It does enable me to utilize the void. Like, if I want to make, like, void spears without, killing myself, I can. If I want to just do things for late void without the void trying to suck me in, hate that tree man. That's right. You overgrown tree man. You think you could You thought you could just use the void as you wanted. You were not the Voidseer. And thus, you became some monstrosity that we don't want to talk about. Me? I don't have to worry about that. It also means that I can fight with the best of them, because hey, guess what? I have Void on my side. You know all those high level magic I can use? The Void lets me use that, but again, my magic strength is kind of crap. I can utilize some other abilities if I so desire. Like, hey, what's that? I can just pull out this rose right here. What do we do with this rose, I wonder? Of course, I can't do everything 100%, okay? Just because I could just do this rose thing doesn't mean I could do anything related to said rose, okay? Don't mistake me for a mime. I'm like half a mime, okay? I also get insight on whatever I need. It's like I can sit there and be like, you know what? What is this all about? What is the history of this thing? What is this thing ultimately gonna end up doing? Again, I don't get to travel through time. I can't really. I'm not like. I don't get a fate. Fate plays itself. Now, I can still do stuff related to it, like, hey, this can do this. What if I do this and screw it up? That doesn't mean that, you know, it's not ultimately going to go right straight back to what it was going to do, you know. And, you know, maybe sometimes it's better not to know these things. And sometimes you just get these voices who, you know, especially one particular voice that I don't want to hear. Stupid dragon worm. Why you gotta haunt me? Stop haunting me. No haunting, please. Does that answer your question? Do you need more questioning? Because if you need more questioning, I can and will give you questions. Or questions. I could give you questions. I could give you, what's it called? Answer. Give me just a second. Have to do that real quick. Is there anything else you need to know about being a Voidseer? It does mean I have to deal with other Voidseer related crap like Omega. Not the Omega you know. That's a completely different Omega. That Omega the other dragon guy has to deal with. The Omega I have to deal with is a jerk. And he likes to recite at the end of time. I call it a he, but it's not a he, it's an it. It's just an amalgamation of souls. You know, the souls of the dead. Just dealing with that thing constantly is a pain in the butt. Because, you know, Omega likes to try to do things outside of the end of time. It has nothing to do with Lagos, before you ask. Lagos is not involved. I just thought about that. Would it be at the beginning of time or at the end of time? Where does this thing exist? Because whenever I see it and go and deal with it, it's always in some weird, bizarre place. and I can never tell where it's at. Never. And it's a pain in the butt. Having to deal with that thing all the time. Alright, so that's what I have on Voidseer. Any other questions? Any other questions that you may have? I am going to be going for about 15 more minutes. So I might have enough time for 1 or 2 more questions. Am I the only one of my kind? That is a good question. And that is a question that even I don't know. Because, you see, I may be related to a certain someone that we don't talk about. Because he's a jerk and I don't like him. But, who knows just, how much of that bloodline's around. For all I know, I'm the only one of that bloodline so far. At least in the world that I came from. Look, when you're dealing with the void and its inhabitants, you never know if it's going to be in one world, multiple worlds. Okay? And in regards to the Voidseer, honestly, I haven't seen any other Voidseers. I only know of me. I have not seen any other Voidseers. And honestly, it does get a little bit lonely when I think about that. Because I never really see anyone else at the Void, and it's like, maybe that's why I go out on adventures. Go out to these other worlds, see what's going on, maybe get into a little mischief. Hopefully Pandora didn't destroy anything. Hopefully I don't get beaten up by plants. We don't talk about plants. Look, even if I'm Voidseer, plants could be a problem, okay? Especially when they have very stinky breath. Ugh. Not that bad breaths, bother me. But, they're still annoying. So yeah, I don't really see anyone else at the Void very often. That is related to a Voidseer. Every now and then I might see an Acolyte, a Chaos Acolyte, and I might see a Voidling. Voidlings are fun to be around. They brighten up the place because, we're not at the Void right now, but I can assure you the Void is a very dark and dreary place, and it's kind of blah sometimes. Sometimes it's very hard to read. Sometimes it's very hard to sleep. Because sometimes you got stars that are very bright, and you're like, I just want to sleep. Like, let me sleep, man. I just want to sleep. Any other questions? Also, there's never any ladies around here. Not that, I'm looking for any, but every now and then it might be more interesting to have, something that's not a dude or a plant or, formless beings around. If you know what I mean. Not in that way. Not in that way. Get your mind out the gutter. Okay? Do not have your mind in the gutter. I know what you're thinking. I know how it's apt to be. I know. I know how voidlings can be. Especially a couple voidlings. I'm looking at you. One of them's not here right now, but I am looking at you. Any other questions? Wow, I didn't realize it was this late at night. Holy crap. I did not realize I was going for so long. Time sure flies when you're boiling around. Ha ha. I saved your curiosity. Hey! Hey, the storyteller actually did something good. Wait, I'm not a storyteller, I'm a Voidseer. I guess you could consider me a storyteller. Would I be a storyteller? I guess I can tell stories about worlds. But wait, I have told stories about worlds I've been in. Such as over in Gaia, and in Spira, and Midgard, and some mad scientist place. Stupid mad scientist. Who goes around making robot masters? Why not make something more superior? Silly robot people. Robots are not as good as organic people. I will tell you that right now. I am a living testament. I am Voidseer. I am one of the best of the best. And don't you forget, I will show you just how strong I am. Maybe not today. Maybe not today. But one day, you wait. You wait. And there will be many more stories to come, I hope. There has been so many stories that I have shown before. But not in this form. Now, we are going to be jumping into many more stories in the flesh. And hopefully, it will be even more interesting from here on out. So, my voidlings, I will say, until next we meet, whenever that may be, we have some more stories to tell, more worlds to visit. Wouldn't you like to come with me and come see the sights? See what there is to tell? See what there is to learn? And see what there is to destroy? I will see you guys whenever that may be. Until then, everyone,